Welcome to the championship game between the Immanuel Palatine Bobcats and the Rockford Lutheran Crusaders. This is a rematch of last year's championship game, won by the Immanuel Palatine Bobcats. I am Ryan Roth. I'll be your caller along with Steve Frisk, who has your play-by-play.
All right, this should be a heck of a game. This is a rematch from last year, like you said. Palatine in the winner last year. But Rockford's got a very good ball club, so it should be an interesting matchup today. Want to congratulate Arlington girls for their state championship, defeating Lombard earlier today. Congratulations, both teams. Congratulations on great years. This will be the final game today, Ryan, from the long weekend. So hopefully it's go out with a bang and we have a great game here tonight.
Yeah, Rockford Lutheran got here by beating Peoria Christ by 22 points in the semis, and Immanuel Palatine comes in this game after a close battle with Zion. They beat them by 6 points in yesterday afternoon.
Good evening, and on behalf of
earlier in the day, Peoria beat Zion by 5, I believe, was the final in that game. So we're going to let the announcer here introduce the teams, and then we'll be saying a prayer beforehand. And we'll be underway for the championship game.
We would also like to
in the
welcome
state of
our
Illinois.
guests from around the world watching us on the internet at www.luthsports.org. A DVD of today's games will be given each coach in the coming weeks. This game features the guest team on the scoreboard, the Rockford Lutheran Crusaders. And the home team on the scoreboard, the Immanuel Palatine Bobcats. Let's meet the teams. First, the guest team wearing purple, the Rockford Lutheran Crusaders. Rockford comes to us with a record of 34-1. They are champions of the St. Peter Arlington Heights Saints Shootout, the Immanuel Belvedere 7A Boys Tournament, the Northern Middle School Conference Tournament, and the Northern Athletic Conference. Their road to this point includes wins versus Trinity Bloomington, Holy Family Chicago, and Christ Peoria. Let's meet the non-starters. Number 11, Austin Sikora. Number 21, Matthew Carestis. Number 24, Stephen Hayes. Number 30, Nick Fromm. Number 31, Ty Birkenpass. Number 34, Ben Chandler. Number 42, Ryan Dolan. Number 44, Adam Pearson. And number 45, Joey Hairslack. And now the starters for the Crusaders. At one guard, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, number 20, Joe Kellen. At the other guard, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, number 22, Patrick Snatty Lawler. At a forward, 5'6", number 23, Antoine Pittman. At the other forward, 6'1", number 40, Nate Weeding. And the center listed at 6'2", number 41, Colton File. The Crusaders are coached by Ryan Swenson, assisted by Jason Black, Andrew Weeding, statistician John Hairslack. And now the home team on the scoreboard wearing white, the Immanuel Palatine Bobcats. They come to us with a record of 30-1. They are the Immanuel Bobcat Challenge Tournament champions, the Christian Liberty Arlington Heights Tournament champions, the St. Marcus Milwaukee Tournament champions, Trinity Davenport Iowa Triangular Shootout champions, and the Christ Peoria Basketball Tournament champions. Their road to this game includes wins over Trinity Edwardsville, St. Paul Rochelle, and Zion Belleville. Let's meet the non-starters. Number 3, Brett Hensley. Number 4, Daniel Spear. Number 12, Arden Bedwell. Number 14, Nathan Wotan. Number 15, Jacob Helene. Number 20, Nate Rathy. Number 24, Chaz Henderson. Number 33, Dion Rosales. Number 35, Joshua Turner. Number 40, Dylan Tapia. Number 51, Michael Dykstra. 52, Michael Dykstra. Number 53, Gabriel Serafino. And now Immanuel's starters. At a guard, standing 5'10", number 11, Zach Jaritza. At a guard, standing 5'9", number 22, Matthew Ulrich. At a guard, number 23, standing 5'5", Brandon Amoroso. At another guard, 5'11", number 34, David Nordman. And forward, number 41, Eric Heinrich. The Bobcats are coached by John Ulrich, assisted by Joe Robinson and Brad Holloway. Statistician Bill Rathy, manager Johnny Ulrich Jr.
Well, Ryan, we're about ready to get going.
As we do for every game here at the LSA State Tournament, we're going to begin this with a word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us to the conclusion of a great weekend. Please bless us in this game here today. Be with the players as they compete, giving them the strength to do their best. Be with the coaches, referees, officials, and fans as this game unfolds. Help us all to display integrity and the highest level of Christian sportsmanship. In your name we play, amen. Let's play ball.
All set to go here, starters. First of all, for Rockford Lutheran Crusaders, we got Kellen, Snatty Lawler, Pittman, Weeding, and File. I'm going to love to say that name all day. And for the Palatine Bobcats from Immanuel, their starters are Jaritza, Ulrich, Amoruso, Nordman, and Heinrich.
For the Bobcats, Matthew Aldrich is their leading scorer of the tournament. He's one of the top scorers of the tournament. He's been averaging 19 points a game, whereas for the Crusaders, it's a very balanced effort. Nate Weeding has been averaging 12 a game, and Antoine Pittman's thrown in 10 as well. So it should be a very interesting ball game. Both teams are perimeter-oriented.
Should be a great game.
And both teams also have a combined 2 losses with 1 apiece. So these are high-end teams in your finals. So.
As you can see, looks can be deceiving, Ryan, because we saw the 2 teams that played earlier were actually much bigger than both of these teams. So it shows that size doesn't always mean everything. So these guys look, they're high-scoring offenses, both sides, and it should be a great game. And we're ready for the tip. And tip's controlled by Palatine. Number 11, Jaritza, comes up over the timeline with the nicest looking shoes on the court. He's got the ball. He's working against Pittman.
The Crusaders are set up in a man-to-man defense. You have Antoine Pittman on the ball.
Jaritza just gave us a dribbling exhibition. He can really handle the ball, and Pittman's on him. So we're just standing up top here, and I think they're feeling each other out a little bit, the 2 heavyweights, before the first punch is thrown. Just underway. Gym is packed, as you could expect.
Rockford Lutherans averaged 50 points a game so far in this tournament.
Nice
so they want to run.
Underneath, shot is put up, no good. Scramble for the ball, brought down by Rockford Lutheran. And now it's dribbled off the foot of number 40, Weeding, tried to do a little fancy between the leg dribble and it went off his foot out of bounds. First turnover of the game. Palatine will inbound underneath their own hoop. No score, just underway, 5:08 going first quarter. Long jumper put up from the corner, no good. Oh, and well, we had an accident here. A player landed on a couple of little guys right in front of our table. And everybody's all right. You guys like that front row seat up there, do you?
Yeah, I like to see the hustle. It's good to see that both teams really want this game.
Yeah, that was a nice effort there to get that ball. Drove right into our table. Woke me right out of a sound sleep. So here we go. Still 0-0, just underway. Both teams man-to-man right now.
You'll look for Matthew Ulrich, who's the leading three-point shooter in the tournament so far, to try to find a way to be able to get to the hole.
Now Jaritza is working on Pittman. He backs it out. A lot of dribbling right now. Both Palatine just seems to be content just to work the ball around and not a little one-on-one stuff. No, we're going to have a turnover now on Palatine. And the ball will go back to Rockford Lutheran.
We're still scoreless with 4:20 to go in this first quarter.
This is really Lutheran's first possession. And a long shot was in by Pittman, but before that, we're going to have an offensive foul on Rockford. Looks like it's going to be on number 41, I believe. Is it on file, Ryan?
I'm in the same boat as you are. Yeah.
Oh,
nope.
No, it's on number 40. It's going to be on Weeding, their leading scorer.
That's his first, team's first.
Now number 11, Jaritza, brings it over the timeline, and once again, Palatine's going to play a little catch up front.
I think they want the Crusaders to come on top of them. They want to put some pressure on so Ulrich or Jaritza is able to dribble, drive, and penetrate.
I mean, looking at some of the scores of the game, obviously Lutheran likes to run and gun, and maybe Palatine's trying to, get them out of that a little bit, slow them down.
The thing is, the Bobcats have averaged 51 points a game so far in this tournament, so, I mean, they're not afraid to score either.
Ritza dribbling around up top. Now he gets it over to number 22. Long three put up by Ulrich. Matthew Ulrich, the leading scorer for Palatine, hits his first three. Now Lutheran working out underneath. Nice move underneath by Nate Whiting, their leading scorer, and he's on the board, and we're tied up at 2-2.
Nate Whiting has a
3-2.
Has a big height advantage. He has 4 inches on the biggest guy for Palatine.
Now the ball is slapped away and stolen. Here comes Rockford Lutheran. Nice move inside, shot up and good. Nice move by Nate Whiting, and he gets the basket and the foul. Just like that, Lutheran, 2 quick baskets to take a 4-3 lead. At the line, shooting the one will be Whiting. Zach
Jaritza picked up his first foul, team's first, and Whiting will go to the line for a 1-and-1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Whiting hits the shot and completes the three-point play. He's got all 5 so far, and it's now 5-3 Lutheran on top.
Yeah, the Crusaders love to full court pressure, and look what happens. A turnover right to Nate Whiting.
Amoroso now with the ball, Whiting with it. Gets it down, nice jump shot from the corner, put up, not quite in, rolled out. Now we got to scramble for the ball. Pittman looking to get it back, throws it up, partially blocked. Palatine got it, now Rockford, everybody's on the floor. That's mad rush all over the place. Rockford comes out of there with it. Oh, a lot of body contact and no call. Ball goes back to Palatine. And now we're seeing that both teams really letting her rip. They're running and gunning. Shot put up in the right corner, no good. Rebound put up by number 22, Ulrich, no good. And now we have a loose ball on the floor and jump ball. Boy, mad rush here, Ryan, who started out real slow and then, Now
these teams are really fighting out there.
Yep. Both teams running up and down the floor at full pace. I'm getting tired just watching them. 2:08 to go, first quarter, 5-3 Rockford. They have the ball. Whiting's got all 5 for the Crusaders. Ulrich has got the three-pointer. And now a nice drive to the hoop, put in by number 20, Joe Kellen. And now Palatine has seen enough. 7 straight points ripped off by the Crusaders. And Palatine wants to talk about how they're going to slow this team down.
Coach John Ulrich can't be happy with the effort so far today for the Bobcats. They're not penetrating to work for the good shot. They're settling. They keep settling, and it's looking great for Rockford Lutheran because every time that Rockford Lutheran scores, they love to put pressure on you. So the higher the deficit, the harder it's going to come back for the Bobcats to come back.
And now they're going to set up their press. You can see it right away. They want to press you all over the floor. And let's see how Palatine handles this. In the last 2 minutes, they have not handled it very well. And Rockford is on a 7-0 run right now. And Palatine will inbounds. Full court press by Rockford Lutheran. Nordman's going to inbounds for the Bobcats. He gets it in. Here they come. Here comes Pittman. He's all over them, but they break the press. Now they got numbers. Nice pass underneath, and Whiting drove them back out of there. Now a move into the hoop by number 22, Ulrich. He's going to get fouled. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
That's Snatty Lawler's first foul, team second. And that's what the Bobcats need to do. Matthew Ulrich, drive to the lane, either can dish or shoot.
Snatty Lawler with his first foul. So, love that name. First one is up and good by Ulrich.
You know, if the Bobcats are going to stay in this game today, Ulrich is going to have to go off.
Well, he's got all 4 so far. He hit a 3-pointer, and now he's made both free throws. Good form. He's got 5, and it's 7-5 now Rockford.
Like I said earlier, he's averaged 19 points a game in the tournament, his high being 21 against Trinity.
Whiting with the ball, looking to get it inside. Gets it back up top to Snatty Lawler. Lawler over to Kellen. Kellen drives. Shot put up. No good. Contact, no call. Could have been offensive, but they didn't call anything. And here comes Palatine. The Bobcats running down coast to coast. Shot put up, partially blocked, and the rebound ripped off by File. 3-pointer put up. Nothing but net by Kellen. And Joe Kellen has 5 early on. Whiting and Kellen each with 5, and it's 10-5. Long 3 put up at the other end, no good by Ulrich, and the rebound's brought down by Pittman, and here he comes. Pittman looking to penetrate, jumper put up, rims in and out, close but no cigar, and here comes Ulrich. Ulrich gets it stolen by Pittman, but he pushed, and he's going to have his first foul, I believe, Ryan.
That's going to be Antoine's first, team's third.
42.5 seconds, first quarter, 10-5, Rockford Lutheran on top.
Yeah, I think at this possession they have to slow it down.
And that's what they're doing.
And look for at least one good shot. You know, they obviously so far have not been able to take it to Nate Whiting or Colton File.
And I think they're going for the last shot, just like you called, Ryan. They're holding the ball up top. We're down to 21 seconds. Goritza's got it. He's up top, and he's calling the play. Now they're getting in their offensive set with 13 seconds to go.
I bet you Ulrich's going to get the last
there
look
it
here.
is. They did. Nice 3 put up. Nothing but net. Ulrich with another 3, and he's got 8 in the game. And it's 10-8 now. 2 seconds to go. Long shot put up. Just short by Whiting. Just hit the front of the rim. Almost good. And that is the end of the first quarter. Rockford Lutheran on top of Palatine, 10-8. What do you think, Ryan? Are we in for a track meet here?
Yeah, we should. I was more. Rockford Lutheran seemed to be able to get more shots off that they liked. I mean, Immanuel Palatine really had a tough time getting able to get the good shots that they want. I mean, they're 2 3-pointers away of Matthew Ulrich of not even scoring in this first quarter. So I more like Rockford Lutheran as in between Antoine Pittman and Nate Whiting. They have had a lot of open looks that they're kind of gone in and out. But like I said, for the Bobcats, it's been pretty much Matthew all the points for the Bobcats in the first quarter with 8.
Yeah, we'll see if Rockford tries to counter him a little bit. Like you said, he's the only one that really got any good even good looks in the first quarter.
Well, and like David Nordman has not been able to go up and work down low. I mean, he averaged like 6 or 7 points a game in the first 3. And because Whiting and File have just been so dominant down low.
Yeah, Whiting and Kellen are Mr. Inside Outside right now for Rockford. And And even Pittman has had some good shots, and they just didn't go down, but they were good shots. You know, they were right there.
Well, and Kellen's been able to drive, dribble drive, and he's able to find open guys.
And he hit that long three, and we'll see. We'll see how both teams adjust here. We're just underway, second quarter, 10-8, Rockford on top. They have the ball up top. Number 22, Ulrich. He's looking to work. Dribbles in, comes back out, top of the key. There he goes again. Now he's going to dishes underneath, and the ball slapped away and stolen by Whiting. And here they come again.
Yeah, that's the 5th turnover so far today for the Bobcats.
Kellen looking to get it into Whiting. He's got him. And we're going to have a foul on number 22, Ulrich.
That's Matthew Ulrich's first foul, team's second.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him, Ryan, guarding Whiting, your top scorer, and also got to have the top defensive assignment there. He's given up probably a good 5-6 inches on Whiting. Checking into the game for Rockford Lutheran will be Dolan. Dolan sitting out for three-point range, jumps in the game and nails a three just like that. Ryan Dolan with three, and now it's up to a 5-point lead at 13-8. Ulrich over to Jaritza. Jaritza to Ulrich, and we're going to play a little catch up top again.
You know, if I was Rockford Lutheran, I'd sit back. I'd wait for them to try to attack us.
Yep.
They haven't been able to do it so far.
It's an interesting offense running here by Palatine. It's really just basically a two-man offense, and what they're trying to do is just get Ulrich in some open shots and some good matchups. And that's what they seem to be doing. They're not even going underneath. I mean, they're not even looking.
Well, the thing is, it's not there. You know, the only thing they could do, the guards could do, is try to shoot from the outside. You know, they have the most three-pointers out of any team in 3 games. You know, they've had 16 because they're, like I said, they're very perimeter-oriented, and the defense that Rockford Lutheran's putting on is just not allowing that. You know,
Whiting, it's hard to get, like you said, it's hard to get underneath when you got Whiting and File down there. They're really clogging up the lane, and they're not letting much happen. Now the crowd's getting a little restless because they're just dribbling around here, and they're going to set it back up top again. Jaritza, Ulrich, and Amoroso are playing catch up top, and we're going to see who blinks first here. Is Rockford going to get tired of doing this and come out and start chasing them, or are they just going to sit back and wait for them?
They should just sit back and wait for them. I don't know why they won't do anything differently. It's worked so far.
Exactly. And they got the lead, and you know
the Bobcats have only made 2 field goals today, so you know their defense must be working.
We got Kellen guarding Ulrich.
The point that I can't figure out is the fact that the Bobcats are not winning this game. They're actually losing by 5. So they can hold all they want, but what happens if they get an empty possession here, and then the Crusaders go down the court and get a basket? I mean, they could be eventually down by 7 points without having to get a single point on the board this quarter.
Rockford's crowd getting a little bit irritated with the slowdown, but hey, you know what? Their team's up by 5. They don't have to do anything.
I mean, these kids, they don't have a shot clock, so realistically, if they want to, this game could be 12-10.
And I think that's probably Palatine's, you know, they don't want to get in a run and gun thing with Rockford, and they're slowing it down. Now, a foul is going to be on number 20, Joe Kellen from Rockford.
That's going to be Kellen's first, team's 4th.
Now they'll inbounds underneath their own basket. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they have a setup play or they just take it back up top and reload. Ball kicked in the corner. Oh, Hermosa blocked by Whiting and ripped down by File, and they 2 minutes off the clock, and they don't get anything. Fake, nice pass underneath the Whiting. Now Whiting's a man under there. Nobody can stop him.
You know, like I said there, Steve, they can keep wasting the clock out and working the ball at the top of the key, but if they do not get a point on that possession, Crusaders can easily go down the court and bump that lead back up to 7. Now the Bobcats have to go down the court and look for a good shot because, you know, the more time they waste off the clock, the less opportunities they will have for the rest of the game.
I tell you, Ulrich is a heck of a player in the offensive end, but there's no way he can guard Whiting underneath.
No way.
He's giving up 6 inches, and Whiting's just having his way under there. They're going to have to figure something else out. I don't know if that's going into a zone or what, but right now the man-to-man matchups, Rockford is really punishing Palatine inside. So they're going to have to figure something out.
The tallest guy in the court right now for Rockford is 6 feet tall. I mean, they have one guy right now on the court that's taller than 5'8". The Crusaders have 3 guys on the court taller than 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah, Palatine's only got one guy at 6 feet, and the rest of them are all shorter. And yeah, Rockford's got the size advantage. And I don't know what they're going to have to figure something out, because right now Whiting's having his way inside, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Austin Sikora entered the ball game, and he actually just picked up his first foul, team's 5th for the Crusaders.
That was sort of a foolish foul there. He come in and he reached in. I don't, like you said, they don't need to do this right now. They're up by 7. I just sit back and let Palatine do what they need to do, and just play good defense. Don't let them get in the lane. But some kids, they want to run. They get a little impatient. Maybe that's Palatine's plan. Maybe they think they can get them impatient and get them in foul trouble. I don't know. Now we're going to have another foul again on Austin Sikora. That's 2 in a row, and that's that's maybe that's Palatine's plan. But
that's me, Austin's 2nd, team's 6th.
And Austin's going to have a seat, and Patrick Snatty Lawler's coming back in.
But you look at the Bobcats offense right now, there is absolutely nobody inside the paint. They're running a 4 corners type of offense.
I tell you, Rockford plays a tough defense, though, Ryan. Look at how they're all over whoever has the ball. I mean, there's no room in there to breathe.
Ulrich has not had any real openings. He said he'd been able to make 2 3-pointers, but it wasn't.
Ulrich penetrated in the lane and then kicked it back out. Now he's reloading up top. 1:54 to go in the half. It's 15-8. Rockford's leading. This isn't what I expected, Ryan. I don't know if you did. I sure didn't. The slowdown like this. But
when you had 2 teams averaging over 50 points a game in this tournament, you expected a game of the 50s. Team looking to run, and this, the Bobcats aren't even looking to score here. They're just trying to eventually force the Crusaders to let their guard down. Give some more open looks. Now they're putting a little more pressure on the ball.
Nice move by Ritza, but then he gets it slapped away, and a turnover all that time and nothing. Didn't even get a shot off.
Again, that's the 6th turnover for the Bobcats. But if you figure out per possession, they're averaging almost 1 turnover a possession.
Pittman with a long 3. Oh, rimmed in and out, and Whiting with another board. Whiting shot up, no good. Off the rim, rebound brought down by number 34, Nordman. And they try to get a long pass to Heinrich, and it's off his hands and out of bounds. Coach for Palatine is not a happy camper right now. He's saying, why? Why are we running the clock off like we're doing, and then you throw a long pass out of bounds like that?
That's their 7th turnover. I mean, they almost have more turnovers than points. They have yet to score in the 2nd quarter.
And Rockford with the ball again, trying to extend their lead. They're up by 7, looking to make it 9, possibly 10. Pittman down here working on Hermosa.
They're really looking for Whiting here. Whiting has a clear height advantage.
What do you do? Wild shot put up by Pittman. Nice box out by Ulrich. He did not let Whiting get in there. It was a nice job. Shot put up, no good by Jaritza. And rebounds by Pittman, and here comes Rockford Lutheran running and gunning again. Oh, now what are we going to have? We got a blocking foul. It's going to be on Brandon Amoroso.
That's Brandon's 1st, team's 3rd. And Antoine Pittman is going to go to the line for 2.
Antoine is not on the board yet today. He's had 3 shots, and they're all down, and they came back out. I mean, he's got a good-looking shot, good touch, but they just haven't fallen so far.
Both teams are great from the free throw line. Both teams are over 60%. So at that point, I would have to say the Crusaders have an even better advantage since they have the lead. They have a good free throw shooting team, and they have a guy like Nate Whiting that can work the ball down low too.
Nice shot by Pittman. That's good. That's his first point of the day, and it gives the Rockford Lutheran its largest lead of the day at 8, 16-8. Whiting will sit down, and they're going to put in number 45, Herzlich. Pittman's second one up, no good. Rebound brought down by Ulrich with 7 seconds to go. A long 3-pointer put up by Jaritza, and no good. Pittman with the rebound. And that ends in a very interesting first half. We expected the track meet. We had that for about a minute or two. And then Palatine has been basically slowing the game down, and it's 16-8 at half. And Ulrich has all 8 points. They did not score in that second quarter, Ryan, I believe, right?
Well, and the thing is, they only got 3 shots off.
Yeah.
You know, they basically wasted a whole quarter of play, and they had 3 shots off.
I mean, it's one thing to slow it down, and then if you're getting good shots at the end of it, it's worthwhile. But they didn't, most of those times, they didn't even get a shot off. So I don't know what they're going to do here in the second half. It should be interesting.
Raymond, why do you relay? Murray, why do you relay? Why do you relay?
I relay because my grandma had breast cancer.
I relay because my great-grandma and my aunt both suffered from ovarian cancer, and I want to fight back.
I relay for the people who can't.
We relay for those who need us to relay.
I relay basically because I am a survivor, cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 1973, and so I'm still here a long time. I also relay to support family and friends who are survivors or who also are going through therapy or treatments now themselves.
I relay because cancer has affected more than 5 people in my family, and I recently just lost an uncle to brain cancer. And so I'm here today to help raise funds to help with research for cancer and to just give people hope, because I know what it's like to have many family members struggling for cancer, and I know what it's like to be that person, that caregiver for them. So I'm here to help them.
I relay because I've had people in my family who have passed away from cancer. I participated in it last year. I was on the survivorship committee, and it is an awesome event and totally worth participating in.
I relay to create a world with less cancer and more birthdays.
Well, we should be ready to roll here. Second half, 16-8. Rockford on top. We got a few little announcements here. Have you or anyone you know participated in a past Illinois LSA state event and attending a Lutheran university? If so, they are eligible for the Robert A. Crane Scholarship. The scholarship gives $500 to a male and female applicant twice a year. Go to www.Luthsports.org for rules and application. Next weekend, the LSA will be holding the cheerleading competition at Trinity Bloomington. The last event of the school year will be the track meet at Chicago Concordia, May 21st and 22nd.
The LSA is a volunteer organization. The organizers of this and other state events are not paid for their events. The LSA is always in need of volunteers. Future opportunities to volunteer at track are needed. Volunteering not only helps the LSA, but volunteers get free admissions to the event. Contact the LSA at www.luthsports.org for more info.
The LSA would like to thank Crystal Lake Immanuel, Lombard St. John's, Roselle Trinity, and Arlington Heights St. Peter for the use of their facilities this weekend. Without the support from these schools and other schools throughout the state, this event would not be possible.
You know, first half stats for the leading Crusaders, Nate Weeding. And I do have to apologize to Nate Weeding. Jim Kroll gave us the wrong spelling and pronunciation of the name.
That's it, throw Jim under the bus.
Yeah, the first half we kept calling him Whiting. And actually, we also did the same thing for Matthew Ulrich. Kevin Becker, supplier of ice cream novelties, gave us the wrong information as well. So we do apologize.
It's 0 for 2 for Kevin the last 2 years. We're going to have a talk with him. No, we're kidding. We made that mistake. We don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but yeah, it's just all in jest and fun. And we're underway here, second half. Pittman puts up a long jumper, no good, and number 14 now is in the game for Palatine, Nathan Wooten. And Palatine with the ball. They've got to cut into this 8-point lead and see if they can solve something here. They look like they're a totally different offense here. Look like they're trying to penetrate in and move.
Well, I was impressed with Nathan Wooten. He's looking to get some things going on both the offense and defensive end.
And we're going to have a blocking foul on number 23, Antoine Pittman from Rockford. That's team's first, and what's that?
That's number 2 for Antoine.
Number 2 for Antoine, okay.
Back to the first half stats, Matthew Ulrich led all scorers, and he was actually the only person to score for the Bobcats with 8.
They have a different offensive set here, Ryan. They got Ulrich on the side now. He's not handling the ball. They got Jaritza up top.
Well, I think what they want to do is have Jaritza penetrate and try to dish it to Ulrich in the corner.
Nice fake by Jaritza, and he couldn't finish. Nice fake. And Now we're going to have a reaching in foul, getting a little bit
that's gonna
heated out here.
Nathan Wilton's first foul, team's first.
It'll be Rockford's ball. They're up by 8, 16-8, 5:10 to go, third quarter. Joe Kellen will bring it over the timeline. He had 5 points in the first half. Weeding was leading scorer for Rockford with 7. Pittman only has 1 so far. Had some shots there, but it's just not going down. Here's another one coming up, no good either. Off the rim, and Jaritza with the rebound. Here he comes over the timeline. He's working, going 1-on-4, kicks it back out to Ulrich. His shot is off to the left, no good, and rebound brought down by number 41, Colton File.
No second chances for the Bobcats.
Now, they're one and done, Ryan. They're just not getting any offensive rebounds whatsoever.
Between File and Weeding, the Crusaders definitely have the low post.
There's a lob underneath the Weeding. Comes back around the opposite side, can't get it. Shot put up, no good, gets his rebound again. Weeding shot again, no good. 0 for 3 underneath. Nice defense by Palatine. They didn't give him any easy looks. Now Ulrich tries to go against Weeding and gets rejected. And now Weeding kicks it out. Fast break, shot up, no good. Weeding gets the rebound. He's looking for some help. Kicks it back out to Pittman, who lets go. Long 3, no good. Rebound brought down by Heinrich. A lot of action here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Weeding's had 5 rebounds in the past minute.
Ulrich tried to go in against Weeding and got stopped. He backs it back out. Jaritza will have it at top. Now they're going to play their little catch game again up top.
The Bobcats have now gone 11 minutes without scoring. 11 minutes, and the thing is, they're only down 8. I'm impressed that they're able to defensively still stay in this game.
Jaritza working against Pittman. Pittman's got 2 fouls. To see if Jaritza can try to pick up his third. Kicks it in the corner.
Like I said, all 5 Bobcat players on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. They want to get Ulrich open in that corner. Now he drives inside on Weeding. Nice move by Matthew Ulrich. And he's got his first 2 of the second half, and he's got all 10 points.
And that is, like I said, the first basket in 11 minutes for the Bobcats, and they're only down 6.
Pittman with the ball outside working on Amoroso.
They should continue to work the Whiting down low.
Pittman will not cannot get that shot in the fall. Another 3 missed again by Pittman. And he's going to have to think about maybe working the ball around and trying to get it in a little closer for those shots. We're going to have a foul on Rockford Lutheran.
That's going to be Joe Kellen's second, team's first.
Joe Kellen second. Snatty Lawler will check out. Number 42, Ryan Dolan, will come in for him.
The thing is, Antoine Pittman, he's their go-to guy. He just seems a little off. I mean, his shots are, they look good, but then just can't get down. Can you imagine if his shots were falling right now, this game would be a Crusader blowout.
Well, it's the third day of a tournament. Maybe his legs are a little tired. He's just not getting the follow through like he's supposed to, but shots are there. I mean, they look good when they're released. They're just not going down. Jaritza's working on Pittman right now. He's up top. Now Jaritza drives. Shot put up, no good. Scramble for the ball, and there's File again. The guy just ripped it down. Dolan looked like he traveled, no call.
Like I said earlier, no second chance points for the Bobcats. Every rebound, either File or Weeding gets it up.
Pittman with a nice running scoop shot. That's Pittman's first basket of the day. 3rd point, nice move. He can't hit the 3, take it inside. 18-10, back to an 8-point lead for Rockford Lutheran.
Yeah, the Bobcats it's smart that the Bobcats are doing this in one regards, that they don't have a deep bench, so the guys just working the ball down out around the perimeter. The guys doesn't wear out the players.
Amoroso's 3 is no good. Last touch by Rockford Lutheran, like you said, Ryan, 1 and done. That's all they're getting. They're getting no offensive rebounds in there at all.
Coach Ryan Swenson needs to call a timeout to recruit the players. They played strong defense all through 3 quarters.
Well, the scoring is pretty easy to tell me, I suppose, Ryan. Who scored for Palatine?
Matthew Ulrich with 10 points.
So Ulrich with 10 and 18 total for Rockford Lutheran. And who are they led in scoring by?
Nate Weeding has led all scorers up until the last basket by Ulrich. He's got 7.6 rebounds. And Colton File hasn't scored yet, but he also threw in 5 rebounds.
It's like Dolan's got 3, Pittman's got 3, and of course Joe Kellen had the 5 early in the first quarter. He's been silent since then. But
what's impressive for the Crusaders is they only have 2 turnovers so far in this game. So not a lot of the lack of turnovers really hasn't turned into that many points, but they're still up 8.
Okay, Jaritza brings it in. Gabriele Serafino is in the game now for Palatine.
He's got a little bit of height. He's 6'3".
Yeah, he's their biggest player by far. Maybe they're trying to get some offensive rebounds, and there's something's got to happen. Like Ryan was saying, they're getting 1 shot and they're done. They're not getting any offensive rebounds at all. They get the ball in there to Wooten. Wooten kicks it out in the corner to Ulrich. He's the big gun. He's looking to penetrate, can't find anything, gets it back to Jaritza. Jaritza backs it up and reloads up top. 1:08 to go, third quarter.
The score remains 18-10 Crusaders.
Strange game. Yeah, there's Ulrich there. He left him open for 3 and he couldn't nail it. And there's Feil again. Feil, he doesn't get the ball much on the offensive end, but he's the Windex man on the defensive end. He's just cleaning the glass.
Well, he's got 6 defensive rebounds so far.
They just do not get any shots. They get 1 shot and that's it. And there he is again. I tell you, that kid came off the bench. Ryan Dolan with another 3. He's got 2 threes in the game from that corner. He likes that corner. And now it's an 11-point lead, the largest of the game now.
Yeah, the Bobcats can't afford to dribble at the top of the key now. Now they're going to have to get some drive and try and make things happen. They're down too much. Just sit at the top of the key and not look to score.
Nice move to the hoop and partially blocked by Weeding. Ulrich, nice drive to the hoop, but blocked by Weeding. Here comes Pittman. Nice move, turnaround spin move, no good. Weeding rips down the board, shot up and good. And now it's getting out of hand. Now it's up to a 13-point lead with 6 seconds to go. Long shot by Ulrich, no good, and there is who? Colton Feil with another board.
7th defensive rebound, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when the Bobcats have had 9 field goal attempts in 2 quarters, that's a lot of rebounds.
Basically every shot that missed is Colton Feil bringing it down. And largest lead of the game now by Rockford at 23-10. This is not what we expected when this game started.
Not at all, and the fact that they've had 2 points in 2 quarters, it's disappointing considering how good Palatine has played to get to this point. They have a 30-point victory over Trinity. They have an 11-point win over St. Paul. They have a 6-point win over Zion, who played Peoria Christ tough today. I figured they've averaged 50 points a game that they would come out scoring. I mean, they were the defending champions. I mean, they beat Rockford Lutheran in this game last year. So I thought going into this game that Palatine was the favorite. They've lost 1 time this year, and they're the defending champions. I thought they'd be coming in this game with a little more oomph. And that oomph is not there.
I think they're the highest scoring team in the tournament according to this. They just barely over Rockford Lutheran, but Palatine has been averaging, like you said, over 50 a game. Both teams have, right around 50, and it's 23-10 with a quarter to go. They're going to have to figure out something. They can't stay out here and stall any longer. They're down by too much. They're going to have to start trying to penetrate and make something happen.
Here's where a coach's kid, Matthew Ulrich, starts to make a name. He's a 7th grader, but if he can lead the charge in this 4th quarter, it'll be something to remember about.
Jaritza over to Amoroso. Up top to Ulrich. Ulrich working on Weeding. Nice move to the hoop and good. Weeding can't keep up with Ulrich on the floor. Ulrich's too quick, and he took him to the hoop that time. It's all 12 points now scored by Ulrich. Now let's see if Palatine's really turning up the heat. Look at Colton Feil to the hoop. And good, but no, it's waved off. It's an offensive foul. That was a nice move by Colton. I haven't seen him do anything on the offensive end, but he really took it right to the hoop.
Yeah, that's Colton's first, team second. And not a lot of foul trouble. The Crusaders have a couple of guys with 2 fouls, but at this point in the game, fouls don't really matter for the team that's up 11, whereas the Bobcats have had a combined 4 fouls in 3 quarters, so none of their players are in foul trouble.
There's Ulrich on top of the key. No good. Scramble, and it's picked up by Serafino. His shot no good. Woolton with the rebound.
First offensive rebound of the game. And it only took 20 minutes to get their first offensive rebound of the game, and then right away, Nathan Walton gets another one. So 2 offensive rebounds in that one possession, and Colton File picks up his second foul, team's third.
Kick into the corner. Back up top to Ulrich. Pittman had a hand on it, and he's working on Ulrich now. And now we're going to have a blocking foul on Pittman.
That's Antoine's third foul, team's fourth. The score remains 23-12 with 4:59 to go in the fourth quarter.
Ryan, the question I got to ask is, where was this team in the first 3 quarters? I mean, they look like they're attacking, they're going to the hoop. Why weren't we doing this earlier? I guess I don't understand.
But they realize that now is the time. Now they have to. I mean, they're down by 11. If they want to finish this game scoring less than 20
There's
points.
There's a backwards pass. Nice shot up and in by Nathan Walton. And that's his first basket. And all of a sudden, it's 6 straight points. And it's down to a 9-point lead. And now Rockford Lutheran's calling a timeout.
It wasn't that impressive. It only took 3.5 quarters for another player on the Bobcats to actually make a basket.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's like 2 separate teams. Like they almost wanted to stall for the first 3 quarters and then come out in the fourth quarter. I mean, that was a great backdoor pass to Walton there, Nathan, who laid it in. That's the first time I've seen him attack the basket. And
one thing is you have a guy like Nate Weeding, who's a down low post threat. You know, he has to guard due to the lack of height for the Bobcats. He has to guard on top of the key. I mean, he's stuck guarding a guy like Matthew Ulrich. Instead of having him down low, they have to actually have him. So now there should be some openings for the Bobcats. You know, Weeding and File are starting to get tired of this stage of the game. I mean, they played 4 games in 3 days. It gets tiring. So I think this is if the Bobcats want to be able to stay in this game, this is their time to shine. They have a quick 6-0 run, cuts the lead to 9.
They still got the work cut out for them, but it's the first time we've seen this. Yeah, this is their biggest run of the day here, 6 straight points. And let's see if they can keep it up. Rockford Lutheran inbounding the ball. Long pass across the Colton File, dangerous pass, but he gets it. Gets it to Weeding. Weeding with fake, dribble, looking for somebody. Gets it out to Joe Kellen, and he dribbled it off his foot. Another turnover, Rockford.
You know, the third turnover of the game at a very opportune time for the Bobcats.
And a little bit rattled right now, Rockford Lutheran looks. They were in total domination of this game, and the last 2 minutes has turned around. Play being called from the bench here. Let's see what's coming up.
Well, it looks like the Crusaders have now switched to a zone defense. You know, they worked the man all game long. It's really shut down the Bobcats, and now they're switched to zone.
And there's a turnover, a long cross-court pass. Pittman to the hoop. No, and he can't finish. And now we're going to have a foul on Rockford Lutheran on the rebound.
Looks like Snatty Lawler picked up his second foul.
Snatty Lawler picked up a foul, and the ball goes back. Ball's going back.
Can you imagine if Pittman would have finished that off there? I think that would have been an exclamation point for this game.
Yeah, that would have been a dagger right there with 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go.
The thing is, he missed it. So, you know, now the Bobcats cannot afford to go another possession without any points.
I don't know where Serafino and Walton weren't playing earlier in the game. You know, nice move and a shot by Ulrich.
Ulrich's got 14 of the 16 points. He leads all scorers today.
Down to a 7-point lead. Nice pass, nice catch underneath by Kellen. Long 3 up and no good. It rims out and it's stolen back by Pittman. Oh, that was a costly turnover by Palatine. They could have got this down to 5. Nice pass underneath to Wheaton. Wheaton going up, no good, can't finish. Gets the ball back, lobs it back out to File. File driving on Serafino. This shot is up good. Colton File with a basket. Now I don't know what's going on, what we got a call here. The ref's going over to the scorer's table for something. We have a technical. I don't know what the I don't know what the call was, Ryan. I don't know what the problem was. Don't seem to be hearing no foul or no technical or nothing, so I don't know what happened. But anyways, it's 25-16.
Well, it looks like the call was a foul. They picked up the 16th foul. I'm not quite sure who they've whistled it on
but
yet.
that was the previous one on Snatty Lawler, so I don't know what's going on that one, unless they're just warning both teams to settle it down a little bit. It's getting pretty physical out there. But it's back to a 9-point lead here. And
we haven't really talked about Colton File just made a huge basket on the other end.
Nice move by Walton inside.
So that's Colton's third foul, team 7th. Nathan Walton, the only player other than Matthew Ulrich to score, he goes to the line for 2.
Now the coach has called all the Palatine players over to the bench except for Nathan, who's shooting pair. Shot is up, no good. Boy, hard to miss him in this situation, Ryan. Every possession is critical. You're down by 9 with 2:35 to go.
I mean, what are the chances that if Walton misses this free throw that the Bobcats get an offensive rebound, since they have 1 today?
Not good, and it'll stay at 1. Now Walton steals the ball away. And Walton drives in, wild shot put up, no good, and Wheaton gets the rebound.
Wheaton with his 9th rebound today so far, which is more impressive than it sounds, just due to the lack of possessions for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he's 9 and 9. It looks like 9 points, 9 rebounds. Now a little bit of stall putting on. Oh, now we're going to have a blocking foul on Palatine. Hard collision.
That's Matthew Ulrich's 2nd foul, team 2nd.
That's between Pittman and Ulrich.
The Crusaders have a long wait until they reach the bonus.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it. Yeah, this is going to work against them right now, Ryan, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. And they got 4 more fouls before they get into the bonus. And nice three-pointer. I don't know why you would shoot that shot, but he made it.
Well, obviously, Nate Wheating knows why. You know,
it's one of those no. Oh, nice shot. And it was, and that could be the dagger.
He's 1 rebound away from a double-double. The Bobcats have to get something going.
They got to shoot quickly. Another nice move inside by Jaritza. That's his first basket of the day, and it's back to a 10-point lead. But boy, time is of the essence now.
And they still have to foul 5 more times until the Crusaders reach the bonus. And the thing is, they shoot 60% as a team from the free throw line. That's the last thing you want to hear if you're a Bobcats fan.
Exactly. That's time is running out. You know, I mean, it's almost like they waited too long to get into their offensive set here. They waited to the 4th quarter to really start attacking and penetrating, and now time's running out. And like you said, 5 more fouls they got to get before they get them into the bonus. And you got to get them quickly because you got to get them to the line so you can get possessions now.
I mean, that was a nice basket by Zach Jaretza, but can you imagine? You know, they shut down the Crusaders. They made a bunch of good stops in a row. They cut the lead to 7, had the ball, and a turnover and a Colton File layup turn the momentum all the way back for the Crusaders. The score is 28-18 with 1:46 to go. And it looks like it's a little too short. Not enough time for the Bobcats to make a rally.
A little too late, I'm afraid. Rockford inbounds. Pittman's going to draw the blocking foul.
That's Brandon Amoroso's 2nd foul, team's 3rd. They still have 4 more to go until they hit the bonus.
Going to have to do it quickly. We're down to 1:44. Rockford inbound on the side. They're looking for some help. They get it over to Wheating, and Wheating's off to the races. Wheating up. No, and he can't make it. It rims out, no good. Now it's slapped away, and here comes Pittman. Pittman can't finish it. Scramble now to Ritza with the ball. Here he comes. Kicks it over to Ulrich for a long 3. No good. Rebound. Ulrich fouls, gets his own rebound. Nice behind the back pass to Walton. Woo! Nathan Walton with a basket. What a pass by Ulrich.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great pass by Matthew Ulrich, and even better finish by Nathan Walton. But why in the world, if you're the Crusaders, are you not pulling the ball out? They have a 10-point lead with 1.5 minutes to go. The Bobcats have to foul 4 more times. Why in the world are you taking the ball to the hole?
Exactly. They missed 2 layups, and they could have kicked that back out and made them foul and wasted some more time off the clock. not good. Not good decisions on the floor by Rockford right now. When you have a lead like you do, you don't have to score anymore. You just need to hold the ball and get to the free throw line.
Well, the other question is, why has Nathan Walton been on the bench the entire game? He came on in the fourth quarter with 4 points.
Gabriel Serafino too just came in the second half, and they needed his inside presence earlier in the game. I don't understand it.
Weeding has a 1 3-pointer in the fourth quarter, but the first half they couldn't stop him.
I mean, I don't know if this is some type of a coach's decision, why these players didn't play, or there's something we don't know about.
But they've obviously given a new lineup that I'm impressed with. I mean, this fourth quarter has been a totally different team for the Bobcats.
I mean, Serafino gives them an inside presence they didn't have in the first half.
Well, the other thing is they had a combined 2 points in 2 quarters.
Yeah.
They had one Matthew Ulrich layup in the third quarter. Now they set up in a full court press.
Thing is, Ryan, they weren't trying to score for most of the time in those quarters. That's the thing that just befuddles me, to be honest with you. I don't understand. Now we're going to have a 5-second call, and there's a turnover. Good pressure, good press put on by Palatine. They can cut this lead down to, could be 2 or down to 6 or 5 here with a 3-pointer. Let's see what they do.
Ulrich's open in the corner.
Ulrich drives, shoots, good. And right now it's back to a 6-point lead.
That's Matthew's 16th point of the game.
Now what do we have? Well, we got some confusion again. Refs are talking on the sides here. 28-22. Rockford on top. Their ball. What has been the Palatine? How much have they outscored Rockford?
Well, they're in the quarter as a whole. They've outscored them 12-5. But in the past 40 seconds, they're on a 6-0 run. And the Bobcats are the ones in bonus, whereas the Crusaders have to be fouled 4 more times to get in the bonus.
I still don't know what the issue is with the refs over here talking to the scorers table. I don't know if the clock was off or what's going on, but they seem to have it settled now. Figured out, and Rockford will inbound underneath Palatine's basket. Full court press. Kellen with a nice pump fake, gets it to Wheaton, gets it over to Pittman. Why are you going in? Why are you going in, Ryan, there? And miss another layup, and now Walton's going to be fouled. The foul's going to be on number 11, I believe, Austin Sikora, I believe. Why do you go in there, Ryan? I don't understand. As a coach, I'm telling my players, you do not shoot the ball. You make them come out and get you. And you foul, and that's 3 layups they've missed in the last minute and a half. Now you put the team on the line with the clock stopped, which is the last thing you want to do.
And like I said earlier, they're a 60% free throw shooting team, a good free throw shooting team. Nathan Walton did miss his last 2. But what happens if he makes both of them? That cuts the lead to 4.
With the clock stopped. That's your worst thing that you can do if you're Rockford Lutheran. You don't want the clock to stop. There it is, no good. Wheaton brings down the ball. Now there's a long pass out again, and they're going to go up again with a shot. And he makes it. Ryan Dolan makes it, but boy, oh boy, I don't understand why you're not kicking that ball back out and wasting the clock. Now there's a steal by Wheaton. Now let's see if he goes all the way in. No, is he going to bring it out? Now it's stolen back by Ulrich. And now we're going to have a blocking foul on number 23, Antonio Pittman.
Pittman just picked up his 4th foul, team's 9th.
Let's call him Antoine, not Antonio, sorry. Well, I tell you, it just, well, some of the decisions being made on the floor right now, Ryan, I really wonder, what's going through their heads.
Matthew Ulrich will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
And he nails it. Ulrich now has how many, Ryan?
That's the 17th point of the game, brings the lead to 7 with 41 seconds to go.
And once again, the clock is stopped, which is Rockford Lutheran you do not want to see. There's the second one, and it's good.
Matthew's a great free throw shooter.
Now we're going to have a timeout, Rockford. Boy, oh boy, this is a tale of 2 games here. It's for 3 quarters it was a slow down game, and it's been just havoc here in the 4th quarter.
Palatine scored 10 points through 3 quarters. They have 14 already in the 4th quarter.
It's
You know,
like,
Matthew Ulrich, just had 2 more free throws. He is the tournament leader currently from the free throw line, 14 from 16 for the free throw line.
that's fantastic, and he's only a 7th grader. He'll be back here next year. He's got 18 in the game, and what's he average for? About his average. He averages 18.66 points per game, so he's right at his average.
And he should take over the leading scorer of the tournament category. Rusido, who we had earlier today for Zion, had a very quiet outing with 12 points, and he was averaging over 20. So Ulrich should take over the leading scorer of the tournament category.
Both players are really good players. The kid from Zion really is, you can tell he's got a lot of talent. He's going to be going forward in the next few years playing in high school. He's going to make some noise.
See, the thing is with Ulrich's going to be back next year.
Yeah, he's only a 7th grader. So Weeding with the ball now, your big guy with the ball. Gets it back over to Kellen. Now we're going to have a reach-in foul on number 22, Ulrich.
That's Ulrich's 3rd foul, team's 4th. They still have 3 more fouls to give.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it quickly here.
Right there, Kellen was able to waste off 9 seconds. So if that continues,
it's only 36.6 to go. Wheaton gets the inbound pass. Now it's back to Kellen. Now you play a little run around and see if you can catch me, and they finally do, and there's a foul.
That's going to be Ulrich's 4th.
It's on Ulrich's
5th.
And you can't lose him. You can't have him foul anymore because they need him for his 3-point shooting here at the end. They're going to need
another
score
6 seconds went off the clock before that first foul.
He's still got 2 fouls yet. Right, lob pass to Weeding. Oh my goodness, he's going to take it in. And it's no good. And now there's a scramble for the ball, and there's a jump ball. And Rockford gets the possession. I don't understand why you're shooting. I don't understand. You're up by 6.
With 25 seconds to go, they're going to have to foul you 2 more times.
Yes, you don't shoot the ball at all. There's a lob pass up. Weeding with it. Gets it over in the corner.
That's going to be David Nordman's 1st foul, team 6. 1 more to the bonus.
Another couple seconds go off. Dolan was fouled, but they're still not in the bonus. 1 more, and they'll be in the bonus. Rockford tries the inbounds. Pittman almost had it taken away. Nice pass underneath to Weeding, and he made it. Weeding with another basket.
In the words of my friend Wayne Larrabee, the dagger.
The dagger. And he just fouled on a 3-pointer. Rockford Lutheran just fouled Ulrich shooting a 3-pointer with 10 seconds to go.
I think that's going to be on Antoine Pittman. If it is, no. I'm sorry, that's going to be on Nate Weeding, his 2nd foul.
So the clock stops, and Ulrich goes to the line for 3 free throws. Once again, poor decision there. I'm sorry. You stay away from the shooter and let him shoot the 3. You don't get anywhere near him. Let the clock run out. There's the first one is good. This kid does not miss from the free throw line, folks. They could cut this down to a 5-point game with 10 seconds to go. Obviously, it's still a very uphill battle, but you're leaving that door open. Oh, and Ulrich missed one.
And he's got 9 points already in this quarter. 19 for the game.
Third one, no, and he missed 2 in a row. And Weeding lost it out of bounds, or they say it's off of Palatine. Well, you don't see Ulrich miss 2 free throws like that.
I would think that would be intentional at this point in the game.
I don't know. I think I would score the 3 and then try to get the press on you.
And that's going to be Juret's 2nd foul, team 7. So Kellen will go to the line for a 1-1. But at this point in the game, it's a 7-point lead with 5 seconds to go. The effort was great by the Bobcats, scoring 15 points in the 4th quarter. That's 5 more than they have scored all game long. But Nate Weeding with a huge 3 and a huge layup down the stretch put the game out of reach.
Let's see if Kellen can add to his 5-point total. He's been silent since the 1st quarter, but they really haven't needed his scoring. Shot is no good. And 1 second to go. A 3-pointer by Ulrich, no good. And Rockford Lutheran hangs on in a bizarre championship game. It was like 2 different teams out here for Palatine from the first 3 quarters to the 4th quarter. Why they waited so long to turn up the heat is beyond me, but
well, look what they did in the 4th quarter. I mean, they had a great fourth quarter.
They had more points in the fourth quarter by far than the previous three, right, Ryan? What they have?
They had 15 points in the fourth quarter, 10 through 3 quarters. And the fourth quarter, another thing that hurt Palatine, as a team, they were 3 for 8 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Leading all scorers today, Matthew Ulrich with 19 points. And only thing is, only 2 of the guys scored for the Bobcats. Nathan Wotton only played 1 quarter and added 4 points, and Jaretza added 2 points there at the end. And for the Crusaders, leading all scorers for the Crusaders, Nate Weeding with 14 points. Ryan Dolan added 8, Kellen added 5, Antoine Pittman added 3, and File added 2. Like you said, very interesting matchup down the stretch, but Rockford Lutheran prevailed. They were the number 2 seed of the tournament. They were the last year's runner-up, and this is going to be their 5th championship. The last time they won it was in 2007.
So roles are reversed this year. Palatine beat Rockford last year, and this year Rockford returned the favor and knocked off Palatine in the championship game 32-25. Did Weeding have a double-double, Ryan?
Yeah, Weeding didn't finish up with a double-double. He had 14 points, 12 rebounds.
Fantastic game. 2 kids, Ulrich and Weeding, really played very well for both their teams.
Yep.
Ulrich will be back next year. We'll be seeing him.
It should be, like I said, Palatine should be back with plenty and even better next year. You know, with Ulrich, and even they have another. Excuse me. Anywho, this broadcast is copyrighted by the Lutheran Sports Association of Illinois. Any transmission, rebroadcast, or distribution without the written consent of the LSA is prohibited. Engineering was performed by Rick Richter, Matt Hine, and Robert Glinke under the direction of Jim Kozinski. This has been a joint production of the Lutheran Sports Association of Illinois and WCGR of Concordia University, Chicago. I'm Ryan Roth. I did your color today. Steve Frisk added your play-by-play. And your champions of the 2011 edition of the Illinois State Tournament was the Crusaders of Rockford Lutheran.
I want to thank everybody for having us back again this year. We always enjoy this tournament. It's our 2nd year doing it, and hopefully we'll be asked to come back next year. And wanted to thank everybody who treat us so well and are always friendly and outgoing. And it's a wonderful tournament to be involved in. The people here do a great job. When you see people that work here, it's in concessions, it's at the doors, whatever. Thank them for putting on a great tournament. And hopefully we'll all be back here next year and we can do it all over again.
I'll give you a little. We'll give you a little games played today earlier. Trinity Edwardsville won the contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we're once again ready for the award
just for
ceremony.
1 second here. We're going to have.
And I'll provide the outline again for you as to how we're going to handle the awards.
By our one and only Mr. James Kroll.
We will award the 2nd place trophy and 2nd place medallions. Then we will award the 1st place trophy, game ball, banner, and medallions. Then we will do the all-tournament team. We'll announce the sportsmanship winner, and then close with prayer. On Thursday evening, I imagine that 32 teams began to pack for the weekend. If you were local, you were getting yourself organized. And if you traveled, you definitely had to get yourself organized, finding your school colors, finding the shirts that have your school name proudly emblazoned on it. I can't think of a better way to celebrate Lutheran Schools Week by 32 teams coming here to Arlington Heights to proudly scream and shout and support their school. It's my hope that after this weekend you'll go home and scream and shout and support the ministry of your Lutheran schools. So thank you for supporting them this weekend. On behalf of the Lutheran Sports Association, I'd like to thank our hosts for the weekend. They'd be St. Peter Arlington Heights, Trinity Roselle, St. John Lombard, and Immanuel Crystal Lake. Thank you so much for your support. I'd like to thank Concordia University and their efforts to make today possible with the internet broadcast and streaming. Thank you, Dr. Whitty, for everything that you've done to get us on air. And the last set of thank yous that I have before the presentations would be to everybody who's wearing a ash-colored or silver-colored shirt like I am. They're members of the State Basketball Committee and members of the Board of Directors. Thank you, everybody, for all your help. At this time, please join me in congratulating the Bobcats from Immanuel Palatine, a fantastic tournament. They go home the second place winner. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Eric Young. Eric is the athletic director at St. Paul Mount Prospect. He's also the chair of the boys division of State 2011. Mr. Young.
Thank you. At this point, we're going to announce the runners-up here, the Immanuel Bobcats. So when I call your name, guys, come on up. You can get your medal. Like with the girls, all of the players will receive a medal. The athletic directors, principals, coaches, managers, statisticians, they will receive their medals later on. So these are for the players, the medals first of all. Everyone else will come up and congratulate as well. Number 3, Brett Hensley. Number 4, Daniel Spear. Number 11, Zach Juritza. Number 12, Arden Bedwell. Number 14, Nathan Wotan. Number 15, Jacob Helene. Number 20, Nate Rathy. Number 22, Matthew Ulrich. Number 23, Brandon Amoroso. Number 24, Chaz Henderson. Number 33, Dion Rosales. Number 34, David Nordman. Number 35, Joshua Turner. Number 40, Dylan Tapia. Number 41, Eric Heinrich. Number 52, Michael Dykstra. Number 53, Gabriel Serafino. Coaches, Coach John Ulrich. Assisted, Joe Robinson. Brad Holloway. Statistician, Bill Rathy. Manager, Johnny Ulrich Jr. Athletic directors, Kim Schneider-Morez and Richard DeWitt. And Principal John Miro. Those are the Immanuel Palatine Bobcats.
Our state champion are the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran Junior High.
Great show of sportsmanship by the folks from Palatine, having the players and the fans from Palatine give them a standing ovation. It's great to see that. Great sportsmanship.
At this time, we'd like Coach Ryan Swenson to come forward and receive the game ball. And now we need the Crusaders to come forward to receive their championship banner. And again, Mr. Young.
All right, here again, we're going to introduce the Rockford players, then coaches, staff. Players will get the medals, and we'll congratulate and recognize the coaches and staff. Number 11, Austin Sakura. Number 20, Joe Kellen. Number 21, Matthew Carestis. Number 22, Patrick Lawler. Number 23, Antoine Pittman. Number 24, Stephen Hayes. Number 30, Nick Fromm. Number 31, Ty Birkenpass. Number 34, Ben Chandler. Number 40, Nate Weeding. Number 41, Colton File. Number 42, Ryan Dolan. Number 44, Adam Pearson. Number 45, Joey Herzlak. Coach, Ryan Swenson. Assistant coach, Jason Black. And Andrew Weeding. Statistician, John Herzlak. Athletic Director, Gary Griffin. And Principal, Don Kortz. At this point, we're going to move on to the all-tournament team selections. Just like the girls, we have chosen 15 members, 15 boys to be on the all-tournament team here. They've been chosen throughout the course of the weekend by directors and committee members voting and balloting throughout the weekend. Points have been tabulated, and the following 15 people have made the all-tournament team. And then at the end, from these 15, we'll choose the one MVP of the tournament from the 15 who are chosen. So if you're in the building and I call your name, come on down. This is in alphabetical order. From Trinity Edwardsville, Austin Burback. From Holy Family Chicago, London Cobbs. From St. Peter Schaumburg, Max Draper. From Immanuel Palatine, Zach Juritza. From Zion Belleville, Ben Harzen. From Christ Peoria, Derek Hierman. From Christ Peoria, Kaylin Johnson. From Rockford Lutheran, Joe Kellen. From St. Paul Rochelle, Aaron Mearings. From Rockford Lutheran, Antoine Pittman. From Zion Belleville, Parker Rustio. From Zion Marengo, Hunter Simonini. From Immanuel Palatine, Matthew Ulrich. From Trinity Roselle, Connor Vance. And finally, from Rockford Lutheran, Nate Weeding. And MVP for the 2011 Boys State Basketball Tournament from Rockford Lutheran, Nate Weeding.
Tournament team was announced. Nate Weeding, most valuable player. They've got a lot of hardware this weekend. Rockford Lutheran, the champions. Nate Weeding, the MVP.
I'll give a little rundown of the finals played today. Starting with the girls, Trinity Edwardsville beat Immanuel Belvedere in the consolation.
Our 2011 all-tournament team.
Immanuel Hillside beat St. John Redbud in the 7th place game. Immanuel Palatine beat last year's
Next,
champions.
we have our Sportsmanship Award. In a similar way that all the teams, fans, coaches, players from every school were being evaluated during the course of the weekend. And again, all those results were tabulated. And this year's 2011 Boys Sportsmanship Award winner, Trinity Bloomington.
Trinity Bloomington named the Sportsmanship Award.
We will airmail their award to Bloomington.
Now if you join me in a word of prayer. Gracious Heavenly Father, we bow before you with thanks. We thank you for the ministry of our Lutheran schools. We thank you for the talent that you blessed all the athletes this weekend. We thank you for the time that the coaches have given to these players, the support that you've given to the parents as they've driven to practices and driven to games. Heavenly Father, we call on you right now and ask that you would guide us home and keep us safe as we in our travels. Keep us safe at our schools. And Heavenly Father, we thank you most of all for the saving work of your Son, Jesus. It's in his name we pray. Amen. Thank you and good evening.
Amen, and that should about do it. Do you want to finish those up there, Ryan?
Yeah, sure. The 5th place, Immanuel Palatine beat last year's winner, Trinity Centralia. The 3rd place game, best game of the day, was Holy Cross Collinsville, beat Zion Lincoln in overtime. And the champion was the home team, St. Peter Arlington Heights, defeated the undefeated St. John's Lombard. For the boys, Trinity Edwardsville won the consolation in both tournaments. They beat St. Peter Schaumburg in a close game this morning. Trinity Roselle beat Holy Trinity Chicago in the 7th place game. St. Paul Rochelle beat Zion Marengo in the 5th place game. Christ Peoria defeated Zion Belleville in the 3rd place. And the game we just had here, Rockford Lutheran, their 5th championship overall, defeated Immanuel Palatine 32-25. like Steve said earlier, we had a great time this weekend. I'm Ryan Roth. Hope to be back next year, and we'll see you in a year.
Very good, Ryan, and we had a great weekend. This is Steve Friss signing off. Want to say a shout out to all our family and friends in Janesville, Wisconsin. My co-workers in Hudson, Wisconsin. I'll be back there in the morning. Yeehaw! So thanks again, everybody. You have a safe and drive home, and God bless everyone. Thank you.